Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bahiraji, for introducing. Respected Vice Chancellor of NLUD, Professor K.D. Rao, sir, Mr. Aftab Mohammed, Child Protection Specialist, UNICEF, very popular child rights advocate, Mr. Anant Asthana, Professor Amita Punj, for providing initial lead, and of course Mahiraji, and officers from DOJ, and my colleagues from Access to Justice Division. And this webinar is presently, there's a webcast happening through CSC, Center for Common Service Centers. This is the webcast is happening for Common Service Centers, from frontline functionaries. So we are thankful for them. I'm directly coming to my topic. How Department of Justice can address child rights issues through its ongoing program. And Professor Rao is very much familiar with the Access to Justice project of Department of Justice. And it was started in 2007, 2008, and it was a project only. But gradually, and now this child is grown, and there's a dedicated Access to Justice division in the department. And recently, in 2021, April 2021, DOJ launched a scheme called DISHA, Designing Innovative Solutions and Holistic Access to Justice for All. Aims to merge all the access to justice programs and upscale them on all India level. And I'm briefly going to talk about key programs happening, implemented in the country. First is Telelaw program, and yesterday there was a mega event, and where MLJ, honorable MLJ, and senior government officials from various participants from various departments, ministries actively participated in the event. Citizens Telelaw app was launched, and frontline functionaries under the Telelaw program, there are more than 90,000 frontline functionaries in 34 states. So best performing functionaries were felicitated by the MLJ. And under the Telelaw program, this is an e-integration. E-interaction is available between lawyers and beneficiaries through Telelaw video conferencing infrastructure, which is available at CSC, Common Service Centers. So there's a partnership with the CSC, Common Service Centers, and it is implemented in 34 states. And in Telelaw program, we regularly acknowledge cases of child rights violations, especially cases of child sexual abuse, child marriage cases, where pre-litigation advisors are provided by trained lawyers. Second program is Nyaya Bandhu program, and where DOJ is trying to develop a culture of pro bono lawyering in the country. Especially yesterday, the honorable MLJ highlighted a matter like where those can't afford expensive legal aid system, there should be some support available, maybe from lawyers fraternity. So second, under the Nyaya Bandhu program, we are trying to develop this culture of pro bono lawyering. Third program is Nyaya Mitra program, where DOJ is assisting district judiciary in reduction of decade-old cases, where closely Nyaya Mitra is working closely with the district judiciary, identifying 10-year-old cases and how to expedite disposal of such cases. Under the fourth program, Legal Literacy and Legal Awareness program, I see direct scope of engaging with the community. Aftabji highlighted importance of ground level workforce, importance of community level awareness, community level preparedness, community level response. So here we see direct scope of engaging with such institutions, civil society organizations, focus of this program is to enable the vulnerable sections of society to have access to information about their legal rights, entitlements, and creating better legal awareness so that there's a clarity and about the justice delivery system, and system is gradually made citizen-centric. Earlier, this program was implemented only in Northeastern and J&K. Now there's this program has been scaled up, and this is now implemented on pan-India level. In next 5 years, we plan to support 55 projects, and we are looking for interesting, innovative proposals on child rights issues. In fact, this year only, DOJ selected 9 projects, and I'm happy to share with you. Out of these projects, there are specific projects focusing on child rights issues, like they are training and sensitizing media. They are training and sensitizing functionaries on child sexual abuse cases, and in next 4-5 years, we look forward to good number of proposals, especially on child rights issues, so that ground level support, community level support, community level organization or civil society organizations can be supported, or so that we have a proactive support. Aftab ji made a comparison with the health system. I often do such comparison because in health system we see role of important role played by compounders. And if you see our legal system, we have good number of lawyers, and they are available. They are providing their services. But immediately something is happening at the at the ground community level. But we look for support, in time support. We need good number of informed, trained paralegal volunteers or a compounder or legal compounders on ground, so that something is happening. When Anand talked about importance of case management. So wherever evidences are gathered properly and helped, victims are helped in the legal process. So we need to have important field level functionaries, and I'm happy good number of field level functionaries under the telelaw program is participating, is they're witnessing, they're acknowledging this webinar, and it's a regular process. Regular trainings are happening, and child protection laws are part of our contents. So I'm optimistic that this kind of efforts are acknowledged by our field level functionaries. Under this legal literacy program, collectively we have put our thoughts together. For example, and then we are focusing on one component, each one teach 10. We are taking this lead from Kerala. Kerala is high on high on literacy rate, and there was a campaign, each one teach one. But considering the amount of violence happening, when you open newspaper in the morning, all forms of violence against children you can witness. So considering the amount of violence happening today, we need good, strong workforce and immediate response of community. So in case, for example, we are in a project, we are targeting 5,000 persons to be trained. So we are trying to convince, motivate our direct beneficiaries, our direct participants. You are trained. Now it's a responsibility of yours to identify your friends, your family members, your community people, to share your information, share your knowledge, so that they are also informed, and they can collectively become a kind of deterrent. Something is like they are acting as a deterrent, and some preventive approaches. We have some mechanism of preventive approach. Like if something is happening, definitely we need to counter them with the laws. But how to prevent such cases? We need to have a strong community level support. And there are visionaries. Professor Rao is here, and in last 20 years, 25 years, and we have done a lot. But when we see newspapers in the morning, we are not at all happy. Those who are attending this webinar will agree with me. When you open newspaper, and number of cases, all forms of cases happening. And I'm also concerned if you do close analysis of such violations, for example, cases registered under POCSO Act, increasing trend of such violations, violations. And so it's alarming. And purpose of this functionaries, all workforce, and then those are supporting this kind of cause, is not only like to just talk about it, but we need to change this thing, and we need immediate change, like a change which we can acknowledge. There are laws, but because you will agree with me, like सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना अपना मकसद नहीं है, and सारी कोशिश है कि तस्वीर बदलनी चाहिए. When we open newspaper in the morning, when we start getting some smiles out of these reported cases, reported best practices, then this is the purpose of collective concrete steps in the best interest of children. सर ये we feel ये तस्वीर कैसे बदलेगी, इस दिशा में कुछ और करने की जरूरत है, और बाकी स्पीकर्स ने इसको हाईलाइट भी किया अपने बातों में. And we need more community level initiatives, inform community level support, so that there's a immediate support. When, for example, when a child who's a CNCP, a child in need of care and protection, that child is getting a required response, proactive response, and there's a protection available for that child. And in absence of such support and such response, you may have seen CNCPs, children in need of care and protection, are turning into another category. They are becoming CICL, children in conflict with law. So it is our responsibility. This is the collective responsibility of all of us to respect, protect, and fulfill their child rights, so that they are not going in another category. The CNCPs are not going in another category, CICL. And children are also, they have a right to participation. Let us inform and empower our children, so that they are clear where to go, what to do when they are in need of support. I would like to give one example. Now we get to know adolescent girls are reporting their child marriage cases. So now they are informed, they know the number where to approach, they dial those numbers, and they are doing something for their best interest, and they have this right, their right to participation. And there are programs happening, safe school programs are happening, and we need to amplify, we need to replicate such models. And there was a development in Rajasthan. There was a law coming up, and collectively civil society, all the functionaries, all the agencies came together, and they informed, they engaged with the state. If you have this kind of mandatory report registration of marriages, this can have larger child interest, so, and that law was not proceeded further. So that kind of proactive support is also required. And Aftabji talked about a strengthened child protection system, and definitely we need increased visibility of child protection system. Like we need active, proactive CWPOs, child welfare police officers, because when we approach as a common citizen, somebody is approaching a police person because of their dress, the person is not aware that person, this police official belongs to anti-human trafficking unit, or that person is CWPO or some other category. But basic clarity should be there. Immediate support can be provided to CWPOs or SJPUs. One-stop centers are coming up, and we are getting very good response. So this model to be amplified, or need-based support should be there. DCPUs are also getting strengthened day by day, and visibility is important of DCPUs. VLC PCs, village level child protection committees are there, but we need to further increase their visibility, their action, their training, so that there's a proactive preventive response from their side. And in the end, I would like to share increase budgetary allocation for children. Anandji has pointed out this point. We have 40% population of children in this country, but you do a comparison of their population and budgetary allocations. So definitely we need to increase budgetary allocations so that we have enough resources for their survival, for their development, for their protection, and for their ensuring their participation. I would like to end here, and I sincerely acknowledge, I express my gratitude to NLUD for making this webinar possible. And on behalf of Department of Justice, Ministry of Law and Justice, Government of India, I'm thankful, and I would like to thank each one of you for sparing your time on Sunday. And this shows your commitment for child rights. In the end, I would like to say, wish you all a very, very happy Children's Day. Thank you so much.